Hello, altos. Here is a sectional for you. And probably the first thing you should do is write in, turn to page 4. That's where you begin down at the bottom. In general, you will use a darker tone when you're quieter and a brighter tone when you're louder. You are the lightest thing on the page here. They're both pianissimo, your piano. So I wrote louder than the tenors and basses. Make this playful and bring the tone forward. Spin, spin, dreidel, dreidel, spin, dreidel, dreidel, spin, spin, little dreidel. And I like to elide that N. Spin, spin, little dreidel, spin. Spin, spin, little dreidel, spin. Helps you with that rhythm. A staccato, spin this Hanukkah night, and that's the IPA symbol for that vowel. It's the vowel in look or book, and when you do that, there's a little pucker. So make sure it's Hanukkah, not Hanukkah. At the bottom of the page, you're still piano. Nothing new there. Top of page 5. I don't see anything new here. Just a reminder of that consonant, that vowel. You were piano at the beginning of 17, but now you're going up to mezzo piano and bring the tone a little more, a little brighter. Nothing new in articulation. You continue as mezzo piano. I like to write those in to remind myself. Nothing new here on the top of 7 or on the bottom of 7. At the top of page 8, still you're just continuing the same thing. When you get to the end of the first system, we're going to crescendo and brighten. That's a crescendo mark that's in there, but I like to mark mine in red so that I see them. No breath as you go to the bottom of the page. Now you're going to sing with a very bright sound. Notice the articulation. You can't see it. There's a staccato mark there. Maybe I'll make that a little clearer. So, like the menorah, accented and tenuto on the quarters. 8th note, 8th rest. Very rhythm. Now is the time of Hanukkah. So, and no breath here. No breath as you go to the top of the page. And 8th note, 8th rest. Simile means in the same manner. So keep articulating the same. Light the menorah. Now is the time of Hanukkah. I did not specifically say no breath here, but there, I had you take a breath in measure 25. I think we'll carry this over. I don't have it marked, but I think we'll carry that through. No breath as you go down to the bottom of the page. And of course, no breath here. And 8th note, 8th rest here at the end of page 9. Notice soprano, alto, and tenor, you're going to darken the tone because as you turn the page, you're going to be quieter. You are the second loudest thing on the page here. Basses are mezzo forte, but I would like you to make sure you bring out your part and articulate it as before. 8, 8, bright candles in the night, dancing in the light, dancing for Hanukkah 8, and so forth. Now, I got a warning here. You might warn yourself too that you're going to be forte. So give yourself some indication that as you go up to the top of 11, you've got to take over. So bright, forward tone, and take over. 8th note, 8th rest here. Continue to dominate. 8th note, 8th rest. You're still the boss here. And no breath. 8th note, 8th rest at the end of page 11. Top of page 12. You're a little less mezzo forte. Nothing new there. Nothing new here. You should warn yourself that you've got a soloistic section coming up here at the top of 13. dominate the texture. Last night I thought you brought this out beautifully, so keep that up. But you're a little less here. You're only forte, not double forte. Back to your rhythmic ostinato. You have to take over again at the bottom of the page, because you and the basses have the same rhythm, and you need to dominate the texture. Everybody darkens as we turn the page to 14. Back to piano, I wrote secretive. It's a darker tone and secretive. Nothing new on page 14, but a warning that you, this is a warning to give you a cue, so make sure you take over here. Molto legato, and I wrote like the wind sighing in the pine trees. Notice that I've written in a little crescendo and decrescendo. It's not going to go much louder than piano, but I do want it to come out of the texture a bit. When you get back to your rhythm, make it even more rhythmic. And I wrote eyes twinkling, mischievous. Spin, spin, little dreidel spin. Very rhythmic. There will be no retard, diminuendo. I write in a crescendo because I never pay attention to these. So write in a crescendo, so you will, decrescendos. And we will just continue on in tempo. Thank you.